Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 5.
The light flurries from this morning got a little heavier as we went through the day, and all that snow is helping coat the roads, making it slick out there for drivers. Police officers and troopers have been busy responding to traffic accidents all day. And along with the blustery conditions, warmer temperatures. Let's get the latest from Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson in First Weather. Hutch?
Well, right now we have temperatures in the single digits to lower teens out there. And I got to tell you, it's that wind that's blowing that snow over road surfaces, causing drifts and very icy conditions. Wind speeds are strongest down in the Southern Valley, where we have gusts around 30 miles per hour in Sisseton. Thief River Falls, a sustained 13-mile-per-hour wind at this hour. Here is a look at our Storm Team Skycam network shot. This is a live one down at the Dakota Magic Casino. You can see the flags just really whipping in the wind. The snow, real hard to measure when we get this much wind out there, but we estimate around an inch here in the FM area. 3/4 of an inch just reported in Grand Forks, and the radar shows the snow is really pushing northward. However, we're expecting more to develop down to the south tonight in South Dakota and push our way through the overnight. So another round of snow is coming our way. But for the evening, we get a break here in the Southern Valley, at least for a couple of hours. Here's a look at the winter weather advisory, and these are the areas where we expect the best chance for some more significant accumulations of snow. Some in these counties in the winter weather advisory could see upwards of 3 to 6 inches, maybe even a little bit more. There's your temperature. Looks like we might even go up a little bit as we go through the bedtime hours tonight, with that chance of snow increasing in Fargo during the overnight hours. We're getting a little break here. Snow now, you'll see it decrease for a while in Grand Forks, but overnight more is expected there as well. So travel with care, give yourself extra time. It's deceivingly slippery out there.
Yeah,
you can't see that glare ice, but it's out there.
It is. Thanks, Hutch.
You bet.
And make sure that you have the Valley News Live Storm Team weather app so that you can keep up with the weather anytime, anywhere. You'll get the latest forecasts and conditions so that you can plan your day. Just search VNL Weather in the App Store and download it for free. Not the way anyone wants to start a week, but combine the slightly warmer temps, the snow, and the howling winds, and there's the likelihood of travel trouble. And we've been hearing about several crashes and rollovers, as we mentioned, along the interstates and in the metro. Valley News Team's Katie Opperly joins us with a look at current road conditions. Katie, what should those commuters watch out for tonight as they're on the road?
Yeah, guys, I'm out at the intersection of I-29 and I-94. There's not really a lot of snow coming down at this time, but it's definitely the winds that are fierce. The wind is definitely blowing. And right in this area, there's been lots of accidents throughout the day, and there's been accidents all throughout Fargo. Officials are warning the roads are slick. The wind is playing a huge factor into visibility and driving conditions, and that people just need to slow down to accommodate the weather. The plows are out and the roads are being treated, but that doesn't mean that the roads are safe. I've seen people on the sides of roads, in ditches, and in multiple crashes. Especially with more people on the road during the 5 and 6 o'clock hours, it's time to slow down. People need to pay attention to weather advisories and make sure they're dressing warm and also just playing it safe on the roads. We'll continue to bring you weather updates as well as road condition updates. But for now, in Fargo, Katie Opperly, Valley News Live.
All right, thank you, Katie. And as she mentioned, stick with valleynewslive.com and we'll bring you updates on the road conditions and the weather. Unpleasant, uncleanly, and inhospitable. A couple reached out to our whistleblower hotline to tell us about their one-night stay at the Econo Lodge West in Fargo. They say it was so bad they called Cass County Public Health. And as Valley News Team's Maddie Gelseth explains, they aren't the only guests to complain.
Soaked dirty towels, stained bloody sheets, and terrible customer service. That's what made Casey Smith and Nate Baker decide to never stay at the Econo Lodge in Fargo ever again.
It's the Econo Lodge. It's a budget hotel. We get that. We just wanted a place that we could go back to, sleep, and leave the next day. And we couldn't even do that. Like, we could not sleep in the bed. We had to sleep on top of the covers, cold.
Smith says when she tried to get new sheets, she couldn't find someone at the front desk, and they didn't answer the phone.
There's no way, if you have any type of complaint, if anything is going wrong, that you're going to see anything from them other than being hung up on, being accused of different things, and being told that you're uncompliant.
Casey and Nate aren't the first guests to complain about the lodge's lack of cleanliness. On the Econo Lodge's Google reviews, comments were left saying there was terrible customer service and rooms were poorly cleaned. The couple spent $65 for one night and were told they would receive a refund, but it's been 2 months and the refund is still yet to be issued.
It's getting out of hand. Of course, we would like our refund because I don't want to give a company money who's treated us like that.
The regional manager of Econo Lodge says she'll be looking into this incident. She also said she'll be discussing with somebody else about the possibility of giving a refund. Reporting in Fargo, Mandy Jalsat, Valley News Live.
After Casey and Nate filed a complaint with Cass County Public Health, health officials went to the Econo Lodge and say it passed the inspection, but the department says it plans to continue checking in there. As mentioned, this story came to us through our whistleblower hotline. If you need help uncovering fraud in your community, call us 237-6576 and leave your tip. We'll do our best to get to the bottom of it. Authorities say an electrical issue may have caused a shed fire in Felton, Minnesota that killed dozens of rabbits. The Felton Fire Department tells Valley News Live they believe this was an electrical fire because the shed had electrical heat. 20 rabbits were killed in the incident. There were no other injuries. No other buildings caught fire, but the shed has significant damage. North Dakota lawmakers are considering a bill aimed at helping those dealing with all types of trauma. Today, the Senate's Human Services Committee heard testimony on how it would help both children and adults. The bill would create a group of representatives from different sectors in North Dakota, and they would come up with a plan for trauma care to be implemented throughout the state. That includes how to screen children and adults in the state's care, how to help provide training in the workforce, and how to provide care plans for those who need it.
I think is imperative in order to continue to be able to get kids the right kind of treatment from the right therapists in the right areas where they live.
The committee did not vote on a recommendation for the bill today. North Dakota lawmakers are also contemplating a ban on flavored e-cigarette liquid after the FDA declared a youth vaping epidemic in September. Supporters of the bill, including high schoolers, say the evidence isn't conclusive to call it safe. Multiple business owners against the bill testified that putting the ban in effect will force them to close down. A lot of the discussion was whether the flavors are marketed toward kids.
I feel that these flavors are marketed towards children by using candy packaging lookalikes and specific flavors like mango, Jules mango, or Cinnabon.
If you think that is true, then I will personally pay any one of you a full day's salary to come work in my store, and you can see for yourself that I have customers aged 18 to 80 who will use a green apple or a mango or a peach or a pineapple flavor.
Daria says other business owners support moving all products to stores where those 18 and over can get them. 2 anti-smoking bills have failed in the North Dakota House. The first would have prohibited people from smoking in a vehicle with a passenger under 9 years old. The second would have changed the smoking age to 19. People are gathering at the Fargo Theater tonight to honor Martin Luther King Jr. The Fargo Human Relations Commission is hosting the event at 6:30. Awards will be presented to members of the youth community, an organization that has made significant contributions in the FM community. The event is free and open to the public. Hours of songs, prayers, and speeches from religious, social, and political leaders filled the Ebenezer Baptist Church in Atlanta today, a marathon celebration of the legacy of a civil rights icon. The event nearly delayed because of the government shutdown, though. Delta Airlines gave the National Park Service a grant to reopen the site for the event. Among the speakers, Dr. Bernice King, the youngest child of Martin Luther King Jr. Dr. King called on the country to step away from gridlock and partisanship and instead turn back to the example of authenticity lived by her father.
Can embrace and apply to the pressing social and political issues of our time. The authentic King reminded us that human progress is neither automatic nor inevitable.
The King Center encourages the world to engage in volunteer service as a tribute to his work and life. West Fargo and Fargo Park districts teamed up today to give kids a day of fun and a chance to hit the ice. The Blizzard Bash has been going on for a while now. Event organizers say each year the event lets kids get out of the house on a day when they typically don't have school.
It's just something fun to get people out of the house, come, enjoy skating or just having fun on the inflatables, and it's just a good day for kids.
Other than skating, playing hockey, and running around in some of the inflatables, kids were also able to wind down and watch a movie on the ice.